हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो। सो आज के इस वीडियो में हम कॉन्टैक्ट फॉर्म एप्लीकेशन को क्रिएट करेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ रिएक्ट एंड टेलविन सीएसएस। सो इस एप्लीकेशन में मैंने एक बेसिक फॉर्म को क्रिएट किया है और इसमें मैंने कुछ वैलिडेशन को भी इम्प्लीमेंट किया है, जैसे कि इसमें सभी फील्ड्स मैंडेटरी है टू फिलअप और ईमेल एड्रेस शुड बी अ वैलिड ईमेल एड्रेस। Okay, so now let's see if we left blank any field or we enter the wrong email address. Okay, then what we will get the result output. Okay, now let's see. मैं फर्स्ट नेम में सबसे पहले फर्स्ट नेम एंटर करता हूँ एंड लास्ट नेम को मैं ब्लैंक रहने देता हूँ। ईमेल एड्रेस में मैं कोई स्ट्रिंग ऐड करता हूँ लाइक इंस्टेड ऑफ वैलिड ईमेल एड्रेस। Okay, let's see. Query type and message and then the last icon set to being contacted by the team, इसको मैं इस तरह blank रहने देता हूँ। And if I submit this form, then you can see I'm getting some error messages. Okay, you can see for last name मुझे मिल रहा है कि for last name, query type, message, we are getting that this field is required. Okay, for email address we are getting that please enter a valid email address. Okay, and also for consent, like I'm getting to submit this form, please consent to being contacted. Okay, मुझे कुछ error message मिल रहा है यदि मैं कोई भी डिटेल को wrongly fill up करता हूँ। Okay, now let's say यदि मैं सभी डिटेल्स को प्रॉपर फिलअप करता हूँ, then what will get the output. सो लास्ट नेम में मैंने फिलअप कर दिया है। ओके, और ईमेल एड्रेस इसको मैं करेक्ट ये एक वैलिड ईमेल फॉर्मेट में से मैंने एंटर कर दिया है। क्वेरी टाइप को भी मैं सेलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ। मैसेज में भी मैं टाइप करता हूँ लाइक दिस इज अ जनरल इंक्वायरी। ओके, एंड इस चेक बॉक्स को भी मैं टिक कर देता हूँ। नाउ इफ आई क्लिक ऑन दिस सबमिट बटन, नाउ यू कैन सी मुझे एक अलर्ट मैसेज यहाँ पर शो हो रहा है like saying that message sent, thanks for completing the form, we will be in touch soon. Okay, यदि मैं सभी वैलिडेशन को मैं प्रॉपर फिलअप करता हूँ, ओके, फॉलो करता हूँ, देन यह फॉर्म मेरा सबमिट हो जाता है। सो नाउ आई होप यू गॉट एन आइडिया what is this project about. Okay, so now we will proceed to create this project. सो एज यू कैन सी गाइस, मैंने VS कोड एडिटर को ओपन कर लिया है और मैंने ऑलरेडी रिएक्ट एप्लीकेशन और टेलविन सीएसएस को इंस्टॉल कर लिया है। पर यदि आपको रिएक्ट एप्लीकेशन या टेलविन सीएसएस को सेटअप करने में कोई भी परेशानी है, तो आई विल हाईली रिकमेंड टू वॉच माय प्रीवियस वीडियो ऑन हाउ टू इंस्टॉल रिएक्ट विद टेलविन सीएसएस, जहाँ पर मैंने डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन किया है कि कैसे आप रिएक्ट एप्लीकेशन को इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं और उसके साथ टेलविन सीएसएस को भी सेटअप कर सकते हैं। Okay, so pause this video now and install your React application and tell me CSS and then come back. So I hope guys you have successfully installed your React application and Tailwind CSS. Now let's proceed with the next step. सबसे पहले हम अपने एप्लीकेशन के फॉन्ट फैमिली को चेंज करेंगे। So for this project I will use Carla font family, like Carla Google fonts. ओके, मैंने इस फॉन्ट फैमिली का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में प्रोवाइड किया है, सो वहाँ से आप इस पेज पर नेविगेट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो नाउ इस पेज पर आपको एक गेट फॉन्ट का बटन दिख रहा होगा, आपको इस बटन पर क्लिक करना है। ओके, और यहाँ गेट एम्बेडेड कोड बटन पर क्लिक करना है। सो नाउ यू विल गेट द एम्बेडेड कोड, ओके, जिसको कि हमें अपने HTML पेज पर हेड टैग के अंदर इसे पेस्ट करना है। सो आई विल सिंपली कॉपी दिस कोड, ओके, कम बैक टू आवर VS कोड एडिटर। नाउ अब हमें index.html पेज पर जाना है। तो नाउ यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं हमारा index.html पेज है। ओके, हम इसे ओपन करते हैं। ओके, एंड टाइटल का ऊपर ओके आपको हेड टैग के अंदर इसे पेस्ट करना है। तो हम टाइटल के ऊपर इसे पेस्ट करते हैं। ओके, नाउ इसे कंट्रोल से सेव करते हैं और अपने एप्लीकेशन के टाइटल को भी हम चेंज कर देते हैं। दिस विल बी टाइटल विल बी कॉन्टैक्ट अस। ओके, it's looking more related to our project. Okay, now let's save this. So it's done guys. So now let's proceed with the next step. Okay, so just open the github gist file link. Okay, इस फाइल का लिंक मैंने इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में प्रोवाइड किया है। ओके, सो जस्ट नेविगेट down. Okay, you need to go to the index of CSS file. Okay, so just copy this code. Okay, like this, and navigate to our like VS Code editor. Okay, now open the index of CSS file. Okay, so now just Control A, select all the code. Okay, and replace with our copied code. Okay, it's done. Now again navigate to our GitHub gist file. Okay, and again copy this tailwind.config.js file code. Okay, like this. Okay, and here open the tailwind config.js file. Okay, Control A. Okay, and Control V. By using Control V, just replace that code. Okay, so it's done. So now the last step. Okay, open the app.js file. Okay, now navigate here. Okay, and just copy all the code which I have provided in the app.js code. Sorry, app.js file से copy करते हैं. Okay, Control C, and first of all let's minimize this the return statement. Okay, and by using Control V, replace all the code. Okay, now we can close this Explorer. Okay, we don't need it. Okay, and we can remove this count statement and also all the import statement. Okay, except for use state. Okay, now let's save it. So now let's run our application. तो अपने application को रन करने के लिए हम टर्मिनल को ओपन करते हैं और कमांड लिखते हैं npm run dev. Okay, so now it's running. So just control click on this link. Okay, now you can see like our UI like for the contact form has been created. Okay, since इस वीडियो में हम मैं सिर्फ ओनली JS लॉजिकल पार्ट पर फोकस करूंगा. ओके, so to avoid the time for creating the UI for contact form, okay, I have provided all the code in the description. Okay, GitHub gist file. Okay, you can copy from there. Okay, now let's try to implement the UX part. Okay, so first of all I will create all the required states. Okay, so सबसे पहले हम create करते हैं errors को. So const error set error. Okay, it will be equal to use state initial value empty like empty object रखते हैं. Okay, now I will create first name. Okay, set first name, it will be equal to use state. Okay, so what I will do guys, I will pause the video here. Okay, and I will create all the required state, then I will come back. So as you can see guys, I have created all the required states. Okay, so now मैंने state create किया है first name. Okay, last name, email, query type to store the query type. Okay, query type value message and is checked. Okay, so you can also create the same state. Okay, so now what I will do, okay, I will pass this like I will handle this input field with our state. Okay, so first of all what I will do, I will navigate down to our input field which is responsible for like getting the first name. So यहाँ पर हम create करेंगे like add करेंगे value को. Okay, value attribute it should be equal to first name. Okay, now I will add an onChange event on it. So it will be equal to e and then arrow function. तो यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे set first name to e dot target dot value. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, so now what I have done here, मैंने जो इनपुट फील्ड है लाइक फर्स्ट इट्स एन अनकंट्रोल्ड फॉर्म था क्योंकि यहाँ पर मैंने इसके वैल्यू को प्रॉपर हैंडल नहीं किया था. ओके, बाय यूजिंग आवर स्टेट रिएक्टेड. बट यहाँ पर मैंने अपने वैल्यू को लाइक इनपुट फील्ड को लाइक फर्स्ट नेम और उसके अनचेंज इवेंट को भी प्रॉपरली हैंडल किया है. ओके, सो जस्ट कॉपी दिस. ओके, जस्ट यूज दिस सेम थिंग and modify to our remaining like form element also. So what I will do, I will pause this video now, okay, and I will modify all my code, then I will show you. Okay, so alright guys, मैंने like जितने भी input field हैं, okay, उसमें मैंने modify कर लिया. Now you can see for the first name, you can see here, okay, for last name input field, what I have done here, I have used the value and I have used the on-change event here also for the email field also. Okay, and also I have modified for the message. Okay, for like text area for message. Okay, I have modified it. Just remaining for the like query type, this radio button and this checkbox. Okay, we just need to handle this element. Okay, so let's handle the radio button first. Okay, so to handle the radio button, okay, when I will create a new function here, which will be equal to like const handle, okay, handle select query type. Okay, select query type. Okay, it will be equal to, it will take an event as an argument. Okay, now by using arrow function, I will create a function here, and here I will write set query type to e dot target dot value. Okay, now I will copy this code, sorry, function name. Now just navigate to input radio button. Okay, for first I will modify the first radio button. Okay, और यहाँ पर मैं सबसे पहले एक चेक एट्रीब्यूट को यूज करूँगा. ओके, सो यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे क्वेरी टाइप, इट विल बी इक्वल टू जनरल इंक्वायरी. ओके, और यहाँ पर हम ऑन चेंज प्रॉपर्टीज को पास करेंगे और यहाँ पर सिंपली हैंडल सेलेक्ट क्वेरी टाइप फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे. ओके, एंड इट्स डन. आई विल कॉपी दिस modified code. Okay, now let's navigate to our second radio button. Okay, और यहाँ पे इसे टेस्ट करते हैं. Now this time यहाँ पर query type is equal to instead of general inquiry, it should be support request. Okay, now it's done. Now let's modify our like checkbox. Okay, like let's handle this checkbox element also. Okay, so for checkbox also I will create another function. Okay, so just navigate to top. Okay, so below this handle select query type function, I will create another function like const handle, okay, checkbox change is equal to, it will take I will create a function here by using arrow function. Okay, यहाँ पर लिखेंगे set is checked. Okay, and I will use that like negation operator, and then I will use is checked. Okay, so what it will, जब भी मैं इस चेक बॉक्स पर क्लिक करूंगा, it will change this value to the opposite value. Like if it is true, then it will like modify it to false, and if it's false, then it will change it to true. Okay, now what I will do, I will copy this handle checkbox change function. Okay, so now let's navigate down. Okay, where is my checkbox? Yeah, here you can see some checkbox. Okay, like here you can see a label for HTML for checkbox element. Okay, so now I need to find the input box. Like here you can see input type checkbox is here. Okay, now what I will do, after this class name, okay, I will use one checked. Okay, checked attribute, और यहाँ पर लिखेंगे is checked, पास करेंगे. Okay, and now I will use the on change also, and on the on change I will pass this handle checkbox change. Okay, so it's done. So now let's proceed with the next step. So next step में हम like अपने फॉर्म को सबमिट करने के लिए एक फंक्शन क्रिएट करेंगे. So let's create that. So I will create a function named const handle submit. Okay, it will also take a event as an argument. Okay, और यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे event dot prevent default to prevent the default behavior of an form. Okay, to prevent default like this. And now let's call this handler submit function to our form. Okay, here you can see form element और यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे on submit is equal to handle submit. Okay, so now it's done. So now let's, if I navigate our page, okay, you can see everything is done, and let's see. I think support request, it's not working fine. Okay, at both you can see for query type now, yeah, you can see like it seems like the both are the selected, so both query type are selected. Okay, so now let's handle that all the case also. Okay, so to handle all the cases, first we will complete our handle submit function. Okay, okay, so to complete our handle submit function, first what I will do, I will create an object here, like object will be const error will be like this, an empty object. Now here I will write some check, like condition. So if there is no first name, okay, dot trim, I will trim it to avoid the space. If there is no first name, then what I will do, error dot first name. Okay, error dot first name is equal to, I will write the message as this field is required. Okay, this field is required. Now I will do the same thing for last name, email, okay, ready, query type, message, and checkbox. So I will pause this video here and I will write all the syntax, then I will come back. So now as you can see, I have written all the condition for checking the like all remaining fields like last name, email address, sorry, query type, and the message. Now and also I have written the check statement for like whether the checkbox has been ticked or not. Okay, now at the end I will write one more validation here, like if email is valid or not. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will write if there is email dot trim. Okay, if there is an email, and okay, here I will write a regex operator. So let's write the regex. I have written a regex syntax, like it, this regex syntax will validate like whether our email address is correct or not, okay, in a valid format or not. Okay, now here I will write test. ओके, और यहाँ पर हम अपने ईमेल को पास करते हैं. ओके, सो नाउ यहाँ पर आ सकते हैं, मैंने एक नेगेशन ऑपरेटर का यूज़ किया बिफोर द रेजिस्ट सिंटैक्स. ओके, सो नाउ इफ it's giving me a false syntax, okay, false result, like false value, then I will write error dot email is equal to, okay, please enter a valid email address. Okay, so now what I will do, okay, so after performing all the validation, here I will write, here I will check if, okay, like our error, like this object has any key, like if I encounter any error, okay, like whether from the first name, last name, or email. Okay, so to check it I will write object, okay, dot keys. okay, और यहाँ पर हम अपने error object को पास करते हैं dot length. okay, that means if like object dot keys of error, it will return me an array. so if यदि array of key, okay, so यदि array empty नहीं है, that means it's have like it has an error. okay, so for that what I will do here, I will write set errors. okay, set errors to error like this. okay, and else if there is no error, okay, then simply first I will like first of all I will show an alert message. okay, for as of now, then I will change it to like a beautiful alert message. so let's say so a normal alert message like message. okay, message sent. okay, it's done. And also I will like move back all the error like field to its initial state. okay, so what I will do, I will do set first name. to empty string. Okay, so it's done. So I have modified all the like like states to its initial state. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, so if I go to our code, okay, now let's refresh this. Okay, now if I fill this form like first name, sorry, in the field of first name I will enter the first name as Manish. In the last name I will enter Tiwari. Okay, I will enter a valid email address. Okay, now let's select any of this. You can see the modified but it's getting selected. Okay, just believe me. और यहाँ पर हम मैसेज में लिखेंगे दिस इज अ जनरल इंक्वायरी. Okay, now I will tick box. Okay, now if I click on this submit, now you can see I am getting this message sent. Okay, now if I have not filled any of this, okay, now if I click on submit, nothing is happened. Okay, and now and also I am not getting any error warning message. Okay, so let's modify this also. Okay, so for that, like you can see I have created a error object here. If we encounter any error, so we will receive this like error in our set errors. Okay, so what I will do, first I will navigate to our input name, like first input name, sorry input field. और यहाँ पर हम लाइक एक क्लास नेम जो हमने चेंज सॉरी पास किया है, क्लास नेम हम मॉडिफिकेशन करेंगे. सो नाउ आई विल ओपन अ डॉलर एंड देन, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम कंडीशनल लाइक टर्नरी ऑपरेटर यूज करेंगे. सो फॉर दैट वी नीड टू ओपन अ डॉलर एंड कर्ली ब्रैकेट. ओके, सो यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे इफ errors dot first name. Okay, if it is a true, then it will change the border color, like border color should be red. If it is a false, then border color should be light green. Okay, now let's save it. Now if I go back to our like browser, you can see the border color has been changed to red. Okay, since I have encountered some error, like once I have refreshed this page, you can see its border color is like light green, but when I submit it, you can see it's a change, like its color has been changed to red. And also I will write an conditional here also. Now if error dot first name, okay, if it is true, then I will show a paragraph also below this input field. Okay, and this paragraph will show the error message like errors dot first name. Okay, if it's false, then it will show a null value, like null means nothing. And also I will add the class name to this p tag as text red, text sm. Okay, and m2, sorry, mt hyphen 2. Okay, now let's save it. Now if I go to our browser, you can see we are getting this first name like border color is red, and I am also getting this message like this field is required. Okay, so now I will modify the same thing for the remaining element, like for the last name, email address, message, sorry, query type, message, and this consent. Okay, so what I will do, I will pause this video here and I will get back once I have modified. So it's done, guys. So I have modified. Okay, the same thing for the last name also, you can see here. For last name I have added this class name and this error message. Okay, like this. And also for email address, you can see here. Okay, I have added modify the class name and the email address, sorry, error message. And for query type, you can see for query type I only add this error message. Okay, we don't need to modify the like we don't need to change the border color. Okay, we only show the this like error message. Okay, and for message I also, like for message input field, I have changed this like border color and I have added this error message. Okay, and for checkbox also, okay, we only need to add the error message, so I have added the error message like this. Okay, and it's done, guys. Now if I navigate to our code, you can, sorry, browser, you can see we are getting the like border has been read, and okay, and all the error messages. Okay, we only need to change this query type like radio button, okay, and this checkbox property, like how it's working. Okay, and to modify this query type, okay, first I will expand this div. Okay, so now what I will do, in the span tag, first span tag, which is on line number 147, okay, after this relative class, okay, we need to show some like conditional class name here. So first I will write if query type is equal to okay, general inquiry, okay, like this, general inquiry. If it is a true, then here I will show like border medium green. Okay, that means यदि हमारा जो selected radio button है वो first radio button like general inquiry का है, then only we will change this border color like border medium green. If it is a false, then it will show the border light green. Okay, let's save it. And also we need to modify the second span also. So after this rounded full, again यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे if query type is equal to general inquiry. Okay, if it is a true, then it will show a block, otherwise it will be hidden. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, now let's modify the same thing for the second span, like third span here, for like support request after this relative. Okay, यहाँ पर लिखेंगे if query type is equal to not for, okay, is equal to support request. Okay, if it is true, then border medium green. Okay, otherwise border light green. Okay, now let's save it. Let's modify for the second span also. After this rounded full, okay, I will write if query type is equal to support request. Okay, if it is true, then it will be a block. Okay, otherwise it should be hidden. Okay, now let's save it. Now if I go back to our browser, you can see जो पहले हमें ग्रीन डॉट दिख रहे थे दोनों रेडियो बटन में, वो अब यहाँ पर नहीं दिख रहे हैं. ओके, लाइक बट once I select any of one of them, okay, you can see I am getting that block also like green dot. Okay, for support request, if I click on the support request also, you can see. Okay, so it's working. Now when I need to modify the same thing for this checkbox also. Okay, so to modify this checkbox also, I will, okay, go to our app.css code. Okay, now here I will expand this checkbox. Okay, so यहाँ पर you can see I am getting a span tag. Okay, so for this you can see on line number 228. Okay, I have created one span. So in this span also, okay, I need to write some conditional class name. So here also I will write if it checked, if it is a true value, okay, then I will change the background color, like background will be bg, okay, medium green. Okay, and also I will change the border color, border medium green. Okay, and if it is a false, then I will change the border color as border light green. Okay, now if I come here, you can see I am getting a tick box here, but you can see, okay, and also it's looking nice. But here I just need to write one more condition. Like you can see here, if you notice now, like this checkbox is by default it's checked only, like the background color is changing to white. Okay, but if you notice, like checkbox is already there. Okay, and To remove this checkbox when our checkbox is unticked, okay, what we will write first, I will like minimize this svg. Okay, I will cut it from here, and here I will write a condition. Okay, so now if is checked is true, okay, then only show this svg element. Okay, otherwise don't show it. Okay, so now I hope everything is done. So now let's refresh it. Okay, and let's fill the form. Okay, let's submit it. Okay, without filling any one of them. So यदि मैं इसे submit करता हूँ, you can see I am getting the error message also. So error message is coming properly, and also let's fill it like as Manish Tiwari. email address में मैं wrong email address like invalid email address को type करता हूँ. So only manishtiwari.com. Okay, query type को select करता हूँ. This is a random message. Okay, and I will select this consent. Now if I select please include address, okay, now I am getting this warning. Okay, let's remove this warning to show our like customized error message. So what I will do, I will navigate to our email input field. So yeah, here it is. I just change this type it to text. Okay, now let's done. It's done. And now if I submit again, now you can see I am getting my customized error message like please enter a valid email address. Okay, so now if I enter a valid email address, like I will add address. Okay, and now if I submit it, you can see I am getting this message sent. Okay, okay, so now we just need to change this alert message, like it's showing like message sent only. Now instead of like basic alert message, I will show okay, sweet alert like this, you can see. Okay, to use this sweet alert, we just need to install this. So I will copy this code or command. I will navigate to our VS Code editor and open the terminal. Okay, I will open another terminal. Okay, since on the previous one it's already running, like my application is running, I will paste this code here and install it. So as you can see, like the sweet alert package has been installed. Okay, let's clear it. Okay, minimize it. Now let's see how we can use it. So to use this sweet alert, first we need to import it. Okay, हमें इसे import करना होगा. So to import, I will use okay import swal like SWAL swal from sweet alert. Okay, and the only thing we need to do here, okay, like instead of alert, what we will do, we'll write a swal. Okay, and then the message here, like the message will be okay, message sent. Okay, message sent, and then here we'll write thanks for completing the form. Okay, we will be in touch soon. Okay, and here I will write like this will be a success message. Okay, I will indicate that this will be a success message, and now it's done. Okay, so now if I come back to our application and if I fill our form, like money is in the last name, I will enter Tiwari. I will enter a valid email address. Okay, manish@tiwari.com, manish@tiwari.com. I will select a query type. This is a general inquiry. Okay, now I will tick this checkbox, and if I submit, click on the submit, you can see I am getting a nice alert message like message sent, thanks for completing the form, we will be in touch soon. Okay, so now I hope guys you have understood like how I have created this application. But if you have any query or any suggestion regarding my explaining, you can comment down in the comment section. Okay, I will read all the comment very carefully. Okay, मैं सभी कमेंट को बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ता हूँ. और यदि आपको यह वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इस वीडियो को लाइक जरूर करेगा यदि आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो इसे सब्सक्राइब भी जरूर करेगा और नोटिफिकेशन को भी इनेबल कर दिएगा, जिससे कि भविष्य में आने वाले वीडियो आपको मिस ना हो। So thanks for watching this video. I will meet you soon in the next one. Till then, happy coding.